Welcome to another episode on cyber scams, and this time we are going to have a conversation around prize money scams. I have my special guest, Kanishka Ratnayake, an industry cybersecurity professional who is going to walk us through as to how these scams are orchestrated. And as a disclaimer, I would like the viewers to note that we are going to illustrate how these are orchestrated, and if it resembles a real life incident, it's just a coincidence. So, with that note, I invite Kanishka to share your insights on the
Yes,
prize money scams. Kanishka?
right. Now, prize money scams, that is something that happens globally. That is not specific to a certain region.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that happens globally because if if someone calls me and tells me, okay, Kanishka, you have won this prize, right? Before I got into cybersecurity, I got into cybersecurity when I was 24 years old. I started off at KPMG, right? So before that, when I was 21, 22 years old, if someone gave me a call and said, you won a prize, you have a gift, I would have fallen victim, right? That is
Isn't
the
it,
truth.
isn't it amazing, Kanishka? You win a prize with where you have not even bought a lottery.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
The thing with prize money scams is prize money scams, it doesn't target the senior citizens. It targets the younger generation, it may be professionals, senior citizens, everyone. Because if someone calls you and tells you, okay, I'm calling from company ABC, you have won a lottery, you have won this prize, you have won 500,000 rupees, right?
Mm-hmm.
The best part is who would tell someone, okay, you have won a lottery, you have won 500,000 rupees, but to claim your reward, please transfer 100,000 rupees to my account, right? If someone calls you, first of all, verify, right? Did you, by any chance, take part in any of these online competitions or what, right? That is one. Make just think whether you have actually taken part in any sort of lottery program or whatever, right? Even if you have, right? If someone calls you by any chance and tells you you have won a lottery, to claim your lottery, please do a fund transfer to my account. That is a scam. That is a scam. But no organization would ask anyone to transfer funds to give you
The
your winning,
reward.
your reward. Yes, exactly.
It's- Right. So Kanishka, on when you talk about this money, and you said a specific segment in the society are targeted, like you
Yeah.
said, the young people, or probably people who are in need, mid-career professionals. What is motivating them to part with their money? Why would they give the money to someone which they don't deserve?
I think I have
Is
said
it?
this before also. There is a psychological manipulation. I mean, I'm not the best person to answer that, but I believe that it's some sort of psychological manipulation because a person in the back of his head, he saw her head, he might think, okay, if I give this money, who knows? This might actually be legit, right?
Mm, mm, mm.
Because unfortunately, we have to accept there is a sense of greed in most of the human people these days, right? Right. So that's also one reason for someone to fall victim. But at the same time, I saw a video on YouTube, right, where a scammer got scammed, right?
Yeah.
The scammer called a young individual saying, okay, you have, I spoke to your mother earlier, something like that. I spoke to your mother. No. The victim gave the boy gave a call to the scammer, said, you had spoken to my mother earlier. Can I know what it is about? And the scam had come up with this prize money thing. And that boy, the conversation ended up in filth, but that boy, he didn't fall victim. I think he
Hmm.
had properly explained. I mean, he had noticed that it's a scam, so that's why he had spoken to that guy, returned the call. So there are people who doesn't fall victim, but at the same time, I think people still fall prey for the basic, what we call it. We say that if it's too good to be true, right? It's probably not, right? People
Absolutely.
still fall prey for that. That is the
Right.
issue.
So, Kanishka, you did mention greed as a reason. I'd also like to add one more point to your observation. I think sometimes genuine need is also driving people to fall for this. Let's say that you'd give you 500,000 rupees or dollars or whatever the number may be for something you have not even bought a lottery ticket or not even participated in a scheme, but yet you're going to get it. Uh, so they sometimes go out of their way to find that money.
Because did some online research, like you said, but there are, I mean, unfortunately, there are wealthy individuals who also have fallen victim to these scams. That's why. So, like you said, need. For example, for example, we see in newspapers, right?
Hmm.
I have seen in newspapers saying, okay, my parents or my mother or my father, a kidney transplant is required, right? So it might be a good opportunity for a scammer to contact such individuals, right? Say, okay,
Absolutely.
yeah, okay, we can. I want to donate some funds to your father's account. Okay, please give me your account details, or for this transfer maybe 50,000 to my account. That's it.
Correct. So
So there are
either
people
they
in
would,
need as well.
yeah. So the need can transpire into a financial transaction, or they say in return for an organ, pay us X amount. So let's say if the want is 1 million, let's say, for a surgery, these guys may say, okay, we'll give you 1 million, but we need X amount. What I'm hearing from you is these guys are becoming very, very innovative. So, I don't know how they do this, but they have very creative ideas. So, Kanishka, in closing, what are your suggestions to stay safe from such scams? How should people protect themselves? Maybe one or two tips?
Mhm. I would say something like this. First thing, don't fall for sense of urgency. This one. The second one is, if you have not taken part in any of these competitions, it's a scam. Third one is, if someone convinces you saying, okay, you have won a lottery, okay, but still, to claim your lottery, there is no need for you to transfer funds.
Absolutely. So these are telltale signs which you need to be aware of. So viewers, we would urge you to take note of tips which Kanishka has just shared with you. So we urge you to be observant, be vigilant, and stay safe. Right? Kanishka, thank you so much for your time and sharing your insights. I'm not going to let you go. When we finish this one, I'm going to bring you on to another episode where we will talk about another type of scam. So, viewers, we'd like you to stay tuned. I'm not going to tell you what's the next scam we are going to discuss, but I'm sure it's going to be interesting. So, stay tuned, follow us, subscribe, and share this video with